When you're away from home and you've got the facilities to cook, you take your soup maker. Well, that's what I have done. So I'm going to show you the soup I'm making tonight, which is a mushroom soup. So here's my soup maker, the easy soup. I've got my vegetable stock ready there, 550 mils. I have my leek. I have a celery stick. I've got a massive bowl of mushrooms, about 340 grams. I've got 3 cloves of garlic, freshly crushed. I have got herbs de Provence, and I have got salt and pepper. So let's take the lid off and start loading this up. There we go. Put that somewhere safe. So, as you know, there's a minimum and a maximum measure there inside, and we put the veggies in first. So let's do the celeries, it's the hardest one. There we go. Just a few more bits in the bowl. Let's get those in. And I'm going to put in the leeks. Just make sure I get those last few bits of leek as well. I want to have spent all the time chopping all this up to then not use it. That's the last couple of bits. And then I'll put in the mushrooms. I'm going to do this gradually because it's such a full bowl. I don't want to tip them everywhere. I'll just take a few off first and then tip the rest of the bowl in. I see we're nowhere near the minimum yet, so that's good. I think we should be able to tip these carefully in. Some went on the side, so I'll have to pick those up in a minute. A few went on the side. Hold on, let me get those. And there's a couple left in the bowl, so I'll get those as well. You see, it's nicely within its limits. And just make sure it's all in. You can just see the minimum and maximum. So I need to pop the garlic in, but as I'll need 2 hands to do this, I am just going to pause this and do that. So there is the 3 crushed cloves of garlic there on the top. I'm going to add the herbs de Provence and the black pepper and salt, which again I will need both my hands for. So I will just do that now and come back. So there you can see the herbs and the salt and pepper just there on top of the garlic. Now I'm going to add my stock. It's just a vegetable stock there. I think I can add a tiny bit more liquid to this. So I'll just use some from the kettle. Just a tiny touch more to bring it up to the max. There we go. And I'm just going to give this a stir around with my trusty spoon that I brought with me. I brought my measuring cups, my measuring spoons, my garlic crush, soup maker, this nice stirring spoon that I like. Also bought a vegetable peeler because I like my own. So although there's certain things here to use, I've just brought some of my home comforts with me. Oh, let's not let that bit of mushroom not get in there. Right, let's give it a nice mix up. Now, as you might know from previous videos I have posted, I like to change things about because obviously I don't use onions because I'm intolerant, so leeks are always put in, and veggie soups I like to put what I can in, so I like to add a stick of celery to get some extra veggies in there. Celery is a good flavouring. So that's all in there. Now it just leaves for me to put the top on and set it to go. In we go with the lid. Right, okay, so there we are, it's all on. So we're going to do a creamed soup as always, because I don't like soup with pieces myself, and stop. And now we wait. So when it's done, I will come back. We popped to a local market today and look at these fun spatulas I picked up. There's a Mr. and a Mrs. Although the Mrs. is just a heart. Cannot wait to start using these and showing them in my videos. It's in its final process of creaming the soup and blending it all up. There's one more step for me to do first, because to make this a nice creamy soup, I need to do a little something else to it. I'm just going to move my healthy extra loaf of bread. So this is a nice sourdough, and I can have one slice of this as a healthy extra. It's been recommended, so cannot wait to try this with the soup. So managed to find a loaf today. But to make this a nice creamy soup, I'll need my cup measure. And I take a cup of the blended soup out and mix in the fat-free Greek yogurt. I've got 5, so I am going to do that now. Hold on 1 second. So I thought I would turn the camera around and show you the mixing of the cup of soup into the yogurt. So let's do that. Let me just, oh, the smell is incredible. Let's give that a tap. Just take this over. Safely out the way. Now I'm going to get a cup out. Wow. Pop that in there. Just need a little bit more because it wasn't quite a full cup. Very hard to get the cup in there. There we go. I believe you mix this separately so it doesn't curdle. I've never used Fia yogurt before, but as I only need a little amount, I didn't realise it came with this little protective piece of paper. Let's get rid of that. Here's the right spoon, not the spoon to cut up to eat. Oh, this is quite a thick Greek yogurt. Give it a stir in the pot first. And yeah, I think the reason behind blending it with a small amount of the liquid first is so it doesn't split. Mix it there first and then plonk it in here. This should give it a nice creamy texture and flavour. And all while staying completely on plan. Now, I've also brought with me one of these silicone spatulas. Let's not waste any of this yogurt. Let's get it all out. As we all know, I don't like waste. I actually use the spatula to stir this in. You mix it in the cup of soup first before blending the rest of it into the main soup. Just give that a mix in. It definitely changes the colour. Make sure it's completely blended, so using my spatula has helped me get everything away from the sides. It made a big difference to the colour. Oh, squeaky. Well and truly changed the colour. It's not split, which is what we want. Now, I'm going to add it to the main body of the soup. Let's bring that into shot. There. I'm not sure you're going to see that, but I'm adding it in. Then I'm going to stir this through the rest of the soup. Then it will be ready to dish up. I'll just turn my camera around for you.
It's ever so nice. Mushroom absolutely comes through, full tasted mushroom, and the yogurt that's in it definitely adds that sort of creamy texture. Very nice, got a peppery aftertaste, and a little bite when you eat it. Yeah, it's lovely. I like it a lot.
So let's see how it tastes now. Here goes. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. It's got the right balance of herbs de Provence. You can definitely taste the mushrooms at the end. The fat-free Greek yogurt gives it the creamy flavour. And for a totally on plan, free, no swip soup, it's amazing. It's absolutely lovely. Let's see what the rave is about the Jason's wholemeal sourdough. To look at, it just looks very similar to a normal piece of wholemeal. There's not much of a sourdough texture to it. I made sourdough myself. You normally get more holes in it than this. Nice that this is pre-sliced. Let's have a taste. That's incredible. It's definitely sourdough 100%, and it's a really good wholemeal sourdough loaf. And to be able to have one slice of this as a healthy extra is really good. And as you can see, I don't have any butter or spread on it, because having it with soup, do you really need it? I don't think so. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my soup, and let's see what hubby thinks of the soup too. If you've liked this content, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and there's a new video every Monday. See you next time.